Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Priyanka. I am a law of attraction practitioner and an energy healer. Today, I am going to share a very interesting topic, and I'm sure that all of you who practice law of attraction in some form and do energy work in some form have faced this issue. And today, I'm going to bring a very easy solution to that problem. So let's understand the problem first. I often hear that, people telling me that, Priyanka, I am doing my law of attraction lifestyle, LOA lifestyle, which I have explained in one of my videos. And that's a very common thing. You have many YouTubers, many coaches talking about it. So I follow that in the morning and in the night, and I do Ho'oponopono for certain areas of my life. But then what happens is it is not really that effective. It's not working after a while. So the only reason that your LOA lifestyle or Ho'oponopono for a particular thing is not working is because you are not able to maintain the same level of emotional frequency throughout the day. So what happens is, let's say when you wake up, your energy level is here, and then you in the morning you get up and you do Ho'oponopono, and your energy level raises, your emotional frequency rises. And then what happens is throughout the day, as you go along with various experiences, what happens is you start having resentments, you start having memories coming back to you or whatever. And then, your emotional frequency starts dropping. So this is the cause that you are the same momentum at which your energy frequency is growing, and growing from one level to another and moving higher and higher is usually not a constant thing. As we go along our day, it gets impacted by various circumstances or by memories triggering coming back to our mind, and then that interferes with our emotional frequency. And that is the only reason that we find certain things not really effectively working for us, because energy work always it will always work for you if you just know how to use energy, and if you know how to use the simple LOA techniques. So my coach usually teaches a certain method which is called FTBA. I'm going to do a certain video on that as well. It is called feeling, thought, beliefs and actions, and it's an amazing technique. I tell you, I do that very often. Whenever I have time, I do that. And there are two ways of doing it. You can do it on paper once, and you can refer to it every now and then, or you can keep it stored on your phone and then have a look at it. So you can do it one time and keep referring back to it, or the most effective way is take a pen and paper and actually do it every time you are feeling low on the energy. But the problem with that technique is you cannot really do it all the time. Let's say you're traveling in a car and you're driving, and you suddenly feel something comes back to your mind, or certainly you get a phone call and you get to know something which kind of disturbs you a bit. Your energy frequency starts dropping. So at that point in time, you really cannot afford to stop the car on the roadside and start doing FTBA exercise. So in such cases, there is a very simple technique which is as effective as FTBA that I'm going to talk about today. And that technique is by using blessings for ourselves and for others. So blessing, you all understand what blessing is, right? When we say we bless somebody, we are actually sending positive, loving energy towards a certain person, a certain individual, or a particular situation. So what happens is, whenever there is a situation in your life that you are faced with, or a certain individual who has suddenly come into your day and has created a certain type of energy field which is not very positive, you can bless that person. And or it can also be a memory from the past that suddenly comes back to your mind. And we often feel that when something of this sort happen, we get compulsively thinking about that particular memory, or we think compulsively about a certain person who's just brought in some negative energy in our life, or about the situation which is making us feel negative. So we get compulsively drawn towards that, and we get consumed, even though logically we know, when whoever practices law of attraction, we all know that it is important for us to be on a mental diet. I've explained mental diet also in one of my videos. And while we know that it's important to be on a mental diet throughout your day, you really cannot control your mind. Okay, so that is the time you can use this simple blessing technique to just dissipate the negative energy and bring it to a neutral state, and then fill it up with positive energy. So it is as simple as this. The moment something makes you feel negative, or you feel that your energy level is not staying high, what you do is you simply in your mind center yourself for a moment and send a blessing to that person or that situation or to that memory. All right. It is as simple as that. You just say, I bless this individual. I bless this situation. I bless this memory. All you need to do is this. Just do it for about 5 or 6 times, and that's it. You are done. You will start seeing the negativity of that situation, gradually dissipating. Now, there is a very important catch to this. Okay, this is something I learned from a very dear friend of mine. She's been a real she's been a very good friend to me, and in fact more of a guide to me. And I often, whenever I have something to share about my learnings or my videos, or she's the first person that I go to. All right, so she told me, when I was talking to her about this, and I explained this technique to her, and I told her from my own personal experience that, look, I know that this is the way to do it. I know that the moment I get consumed with certain negative thoughts, I can send a blessing to that particular person or situation and clear that negative energy field almost immediately. But even then, I face difficulties. It is easier said than done. So even though I do it, I don't see the results immediately. So she immediately corrected me, and she said that, Priyanka, I will just request you to add one extra step to this, and you will see it work every single time, almost instantly. She said that you can give only that what you have. So when you are feeling very negative about a certain individual or a situation or a memory, you are suddenly negative, right? So from that standpoint, from that vantage point of being negative, when you are trying to bless somebody, you may call it blessing, but what is going out from you is just negativity. When negativity goes out, the law is always right. It just gives you back negativity. So all you need to do is, first, before you send out a blessing, bless yourself. Take a moment, center yourself, and close your eyes if you can. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. Don't close your eyes when you're driving. Just imagine some sprinklers, white light, covering you from top to bottom, from head to toe. Imagine that the universe, God, or whatever you believe in is actually blessing you abundantly. So bless yourself. Send yourself that blessing. Fill yourself up with that blessing. Fill yourself up with that blessing, and then be there in that moment for a while, and then send out the blessing to whichever individual or situation is kind of bothering you at that time. Okay. When you do this, you will see instantly things will start moving and things will start getting positive in your mind. You will start feeling a higher energy frequency. You will start seeing yourself bouncing back. I did this for myself. I practiced this, and it worked wonders. There was something that was coming back repeatedly to my mind about something that had happened in the past, about a certain individual, about a certain situation, and I was not really able to get myself consciously out of it. I was conscious that I should not be investing energy there, but then my thoughts were just being almost pulled in that direction. But the moment I started doing this exercise where I bless myself first, stay in that moment for a while, and then, send out the blessing, it worked wonders. It immediately calmed me down. So this video, of course, I want to dedicate to that dear friend of mine. She has been a great help. And this was an amazing, amazing technique that worked for me. And if it has worked for me, I'm sure that it will work for you as well. So please try this out, do this blessing technique, see the results for yourself, come back to my video and do share your results. I'll be very keen to hear what kind of results you're getting. Till then, bye-bye and see you.